All right, so I've taken you through the why Acer scenario and kind of giving you some background on our movement into the server and storage business. But I want to kind of shift directions here now and kind of look specifically at the Acer and Bass relationship. It's a very strong relationship that we have, and we're very proud to have this partnership with Bass. I can tell you I've done several of these webinars with Bass, and we've always gotten great response. And I've actually been out to the Bass barbecue event as well. So, we have a really good relationship with Bass, and we have a lot of FaceTime with them as well. So it's a mutually beneficial relationship, and we hope to extend those benefits out to you guys. Most of you that have done business with Bass over the years know they have a lot of experience. They just 21 years in the IT industry alone. And at least 10 of those they've been a regional distributor of our Acer products. So that includes our, primarily has been our consumer products, but as Scott mentioned at the beginning of the call, we've had a server relationship now with them for about 6 or 7 months. And we've extended beyond the AT110 tower into many of the other products, and we hope to continue that trend in the future. Most of you who do your shopping around and deal with other vendors, you know that Bass has great pricing on the products. They also have a very great staff. I've actually presented on site to the sales reps on the phone, and that place is buzzing with activity, and it's great to kind of listen in to see, kind of get the pulse, because as a product manager for a company, I unfortunately don't get out as much as I should or am able to, so it was nice to be able to go out there and not only just talk to these guys, but also kind of, overhear some of their conversations. And I can tell you from personal experience, they have a great team on the phone to kind of serve your needs. And they also are working with us on an authorized Acer service provider program for qualified resellers. Scott can provide you more specific information on that through Bass, but I just want to kind of let you know that was available. So in addition to the partnership, and carrying the product lines, we have great pricing. We have this authorized service provider program, and most importantly, there's a great relationship there between Acer and Bass. So, anytime the questions come in, they can generally get a quick turnaround time. And that's kind of been our mantra, right, as Acer. I work for one of the big companies, one of our competitors, and we rarely got to talk to customers. We were kind of insulated. So it's nice to be able to, even though I'm not talking to you guys individually or I'm in front of you, it's nice to be able to do these type of webinars to be able to hear what you guys have to say. And I know that, so if you guys have any questions, feel free to enter them into the question box, and we'll try to answer some there at the end of this call. So let's take a little bit more into the Acer server portfolio. This slide here kind of encapsulates our 4 different categories. So we have our Tower series, which we call our AT, A for Acer, T for Tower, pretty simple mode to remember there. The Rack is the AR series. The Gemini, which is really kind of our multi-node, what we call our multi-node series, that's the AW. And then our Blaze series is the AV. And if you look at, what is the mantra for each one of these? If you look at the Tower, you get the best cost per performance and flexibility in the towers. And this is a product really that most of you on the phone will probably deal with, because I know that, with some of the smaller customers that you're dealing with, there's not a dedicated data center, there's not a dedicated rack. So what you're looking for is a tower that goes on a desk or under a desk or in a closet somewhere. And I'll take you through some examples of the towers that we have, and even show you some pictures of both the front and back, as well as a side view with the side cover off. And then our Rack series, which is optimized for performance density. This is your traditional, what you see in data centers. We have a full line there as well, and I'm going to take you through one example, the AR360, just so you can kind of see the insides of that as well. The Gemini and Blade, I have a slide each on those. We'll not spend a lot of time on those. Those are products that we have in the portfolio. They're a little bit higher up the food chain, move more into the mid to enterprise space. And, again, you may have opportunities or needs for these products. And these products are typically build to order, which means that from the time that you place an order and we cut a PO, or you place an order with Bass places the order with us, we cut a purchase order. It's about a 4 to 6 week turnaround time for those. But for your larger products and your more longer term projects, we do have those available for you. Now here's one slide that I want to cover on the storage portfolio. Again, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but if you have questions, feel free to send them our way, and I'll be glad to talk to you more about it. Actually, this is one of the areas, was one of my primary areas of responsibility when I came on board, was launching the storage portfolio. So our market segment focus for this product line is SMB and mid-market. Our value prop that we kind of run with is you get the enterprise class features and functionality at SMB and mid-market price points. And here's why we believe that proposition to be true, because one of our storage partners that I mentioned, the Hitachi Data Systems, we partnered with them on the Array business, which is our SAN products listed there at the bottom right-hand corner. We have 3 different level products that we carry with them. The Acer Hitachi AF2040, which is kind of our low-end Array offering. And then we move up. Any of you that are familiar with Hitachi, we utilize their AMS 2000 product line. So we carry both their 21 and their 2300, which are very highly scalable. Don't let the pictures there fool you into thinking that's how each one is configured. It's just kind of giving a representation of the scalability of these products. They each start out as a single 4U box, and you can expand up from there. And the expandability in the higher end features are in the 21 and the 2300. So the 2040 is kind of really more of our SMB offering in that space. And on the bottom left-hand corner, our NAS box, the AN1600. It's kind of a storage intensive, it's more like a storage server. We utilize our AR180 server to build this, and we load it with the Windows storage server. So it's a product that has the NAS features and functionalities that you would expect, and it's something that it's a good low-end offering. We are looking at other things in the year 2012 to expand beyond these products. I could tell you that we're looking at some JBODs for the direct attached storage space, and we'll have more information on that later. But again, I just kind of wanted to touch on the storage portfolio to let you know that in addition to the servers, we do have a line of storage products. And because we've partnered with strong technology partners like Hitachi, storage is not something that you can kind of throw out in the market and say, hey, look, here's an Acer storage box. We purposely leverage the name Hitachi in our product to make sure, people understand that, we did partner with a tried and true technology partner out there, and that we're not building these from the ground up. So where the credibility comes in, and these products have been out in the market, they've been tested, the quality's there. Now we're reselling them through Acer, and the partnership is a logical extension because Hitachi has always done well in the enterprise space, but it's their area of expertise is there, but they really have not been able to move down into the SMB and low-end mid-market. So that's one of the benefits of our partnership. Okay, here's an eye chart for you. This is kind of I showed you the server slide a while ago that showed the different categories. Now, if you drill down even further, these are the models that are available within each category, right? And if you look at the top of you look at the cross there in the middle. Up at the top, you've got best availability. Right-hand side is the higher scalability. Bottom is the best price for performance. And then the left-hand side is the higher density. So availability, scalability, price for performance, and density are kind of the 4 categories that we're placing these in on the grid. Where you guys will probably most likely focus is in the bottom right quadrant from terms of towers. We've got our AC100 product, which is what we call our micro server. It's basically, think of it this way, it's my first server, so a business that's expanding that needs to go beyond, maybe a laptop or a desktop, and they want to migrate into that first server space. The AC100 is a good product for that. AT110 is a product that we've had much success with Bass on, and it's, again, it's another entry-level server in this space. A couple more that I'll point out. If you look up in the top, we have the AR380 at the very top, 385 and 585. One of the little tricks here I'll give you, there's a couple of comments I'll make. One of the things we know going into this was HP ProLiant servers were the established industry leader. So to prevent having to learn a whole new set of model numbers, we actually emulated their model number scheming. So if you're familiar with the ProLiant model numbers, like the ProLiant DL380, we have the Acer 380. The ProLiant DL385 is the Acer 385. And the reason we did that is, again, when our partners are selling these products and a 380 is the right fit for the customer need, then and they're looking at ProLiant and they need a competitive bid, they know that Acer's going to have a 380 equivalent called the 380. So we did that for simplification out there in the market. And then, again, you can kind of see all of our products up here. The AB7000 upper left-hand corner is our Blade product. AW2000 just to the right and below that is our multi-node, and you can kind of see all the other products out there. But majority of our towers reside in that, best price per performance and scalability. And I don't know if any of you have actually been to the Bass's facility. They actually have one of our AT350s that's in the upper right quadrant, bottom portion of that. We showed that at the last Bass Barbecue event, and it's a very highly scalable product. So again, it's, we have things starting out in the low-end tower from the microserver to the AT110. We have a highly scalable AT350 in the tower space, and then you can see the rack products, the 160, the 320, 180. You can start out and scale from there. But again, I just want to kind of show you one slide that encapsulates all of our server models onto one slide.